Would you like to state your name and a little bit about yourself?
My name is Tobias Elwood, Member of Parliament for Bournemouth East and also Minister in the Foreign Office, looking after the Middle East and North Africa. I grew up, I was actually born in New York. I moved around a lot. My father worked for the United Nations, and I ended up going to Loughborough University, where I did an awful lot of sports, and also was president of my students' union. So it's a real pleasure to be here speaking to you guys. I then joined the British Army after that and spent a number of years serving in the Royal Green Jackets in Infantry Regiment. And then I climbed the ladder in local government and then became elected in 2005 here in Bournemouth.
My name is Martin Holden. I'm the UKIP candidate for Bournemouth West. I'm 42 years old. I'm married, I've got a young family. I live in Bournemouth. And actually I came to this university back in the days, it would have been I think about 92,
yeah.
2, 3 and 4. So I'm very familiar with the surroundings, although I can see it's grown somewhat since I was last here.
My name is David Stokes. I'm the Labour Party parliamentary candidate for Bournemouth West. I'm 54 years old. I work in the building industry. I was born in Bournemouth. I'm married with 3 grown-up children, and this is my 4th time for standing for Parliament. I've been a Labour Party member for 37 years, so I started when I was very young. I'm very enthusiastic. I think it's the party that is of progress and it's going to bring about a fair and more equitable society. We're the party for the many, not for the few. I actually work in the construction industry, so I'm not really artistically minded, but I'm very open to hear what you have to say.
My name is John Nicholas. I'm the Liberal Democrat prospective parliamentary candidate for Bournemouth East constituency, and I've been living in Bournemouth. First moved here when I was 17, moved around a few times since then, but I moved back in 2006. And I'm a trained actor, and I've worked in theatre, but I also latterly I've been working in conflict resolution, using theatre as a tool to manage conflicts between groups and individuals. And I sometimes work in local schools doing programmes here in Bournemouth.
My name's Elizabeth McManus, or Lizzie, and I am running for the Green Party in Bournemouth West this year in the general elections. Aside from that, I am an assistant manager at Westover Gallery in Bournemouth. I'm also a part-time student through the Open University, studying international studies. And as well as that, I really enjoy anything creative, so I'm involved with the Bouncy Island Shakespeare production this year. I'm very involved with the local community. I do anything I can to be a part of it. I think it's really important.
My name's Peter Stokes and I'm the Bournemouth East Labour Party candidate. I was born and raised and educated in Bournemouth, local school, Porchester Road School. Left school on a Friday, started work on a Monday in those days, 1966. With my beloved British Rail. In the 70s I was in Australia, underground mining, came back, and since 1979 I've been in the oil and gas industry, mainly working in the North Sea rigs. And latterly, for the last 9 years, I've been down in Angola working on rigs and the main base as well. Just Angola, but we're just south of the Congo border. Mm-hmm. So it's very interesting and an excellent job, and we're working with the local people there.
My name is David Hughes. I live in Bournemouth and I'm standing for the UK Independence Party, UKIP for short, in the town, in the constituency of Bournemouth East. I've lived actually in Bournemouth for something like 14 or 15 years now. Moved with my children when they were still at school age, and now they've all flown the nest, bar one. And I live in Charminster, so I live right in the town and right in the constituency where I'm standing. And I'm working hard to get my message across, and of course hoping that people will vote for me on May the 7th.
My name is Alistair Keddy and I'm the Green Party candidate for Bournemouth East. I've been a Green Party member for some time. What led me to the Green Party was I've played an active role in Greenpeace locally, And I've done a lot of environmental campaigning against large corporate companies that are abusing our environment. What I found after winning many cases against some of the worst environmental destroyers on the globe was that the issue wasn't necessarily to do with these companies. They are a symptom of an economy that has become broken and unsustainable, that doesn't serve us and it doesn't serve the planet. So I've now moved to campaign for the Green Party, as I see that is the next front line in change.
I'm Mike Plummer, Lib Dem candidate for Bournemouth West. I've lived in the area 22 years. I'm a man that believes in doing things as opposed to just sitting on his hands and saying he does things. Left school unqualified, started work as a sales assistant, started day and lease evening courses. Within 4 years I was doing my first postgrad. I now have 4 postgrads and an MBA. I was successful by the age of 25. I was BTEC National Coordinator in Birmingham, decided to jack it all in to backpack the world. Unfortunately, I do things in style. I fell down a sewer 3.5 days up the Amazon, had to come home, I had my arm amputated. Not a good move. I believe in doing things. So for instance, when I found out how little money Dorset received for education, I collected 6,500 signatures, put them in a rucksack and walked from Poole to the House of Commons, giving press radio TV interviews all the way. 6 weeks later, we got £1.25 million education funding. And I got the first ever Dorset Education Award. I could go on, but I won't because I'm running out of time. But I do lots of things. Basically, I believe we need an MP that will do something and not say, here, do something.